Want to do is I've been bouncing around a number of GitHub branches. Right now we're configured, everything is configured on master. So what I want to do is check out the master branch and go in and IntelliJ you can just go in and say checkout, and we're going to go out and check it out. Now everything's switched over, and IntelliJ is going to want to re-import the Maven changes, so I'll tell him to import it. And we're going in, and IntelliJ is doing his thing, and I'm just going to add in a comment. So just a minor change. Now, Jenkins is not that smart. It doesn't know if you're just committing a comment. It's looking at a source code commit, so it doesn't distinguish between actual code changes or white space changes. So this is fine for our purposes. Now I'm going to come up here and say commit directory, and I just have the one, and I'm going to just say testing CI build, and now I'm going to come over here and say commit and push. Ask me for my password. And now we've successfully pushed that up to GitHub. Let's toggle over, take a look at that inside of Git. We can see that the number of commits incremented. And let's take a look at Jenkins. Okay, so our project did not kick off the build, so I'm going to go and take a look at it and see what I did wrong here. And let's go to configure, and let's take a look at the build triggers. And I was looking for when a change is pushed to GitHub. And looking at the description here is I need to set up a GitHub webhook. And so I'll get that configured in the next module, but let's set up polling for this. And this here is a cron tab entry to say every 5 minutes. So it's giving us some output down at the bottom there of when it would have run, and it's saying that's going to run again on the 9th at 3:30. So this is a standard Unix cron format. So it's pretty versatile for scheduling it. So the versatility here, you might have a really, really big, long, heavy build process, and maybe you only want to run it once a day or every other day for whatever reason. So you could configure it this way and allow changes to queue up and then do that big, heavy build process. But for our process here, our functionality, we're just going to go out and ask GitHub every 5 minutes if there's been a change. So I'm going to save this, and we'll wait for a couple minutes here to see if it actually triggers off. And I'm going to go back to Jenkins here and hold off until the clock turns to 3:30. So I'm going to pause this for right now. Okay, our build is not checked off. I'm going to do a refresh here. So no luck there. Let's go and take a look. So it's saying polling is not run yet. Let's take a quick look here. Okay, so it's saying it should have run already, but it has not. Okay, so we can see that the polling actually ran about a minute late. And now we can see that the build actually kicked off. So the cron tab was a little late comparatively, but now our build is running. And you can see I didn't trigger that build. And we take a look at the output. Here I'm going to the console output so we can see that we did have a successful build. So let's go back to the project. And we can see the build history. We can pull this up. And you can see that the changes that I committed to this, that we're testing a CI build. So that's the GitHub message that I added to the check. And because we set everything up, I should be able to go right over here and take a look at it. So yeah, we have the commit there, and because we added in, we can jump right over to GitHub and see this is the white space change that I made, and go, we'll just jack back over to Jenkins here. So you get information about what was changed. We can do a diff right here inside of Jenkins, see the change again. Kind of nice tooling. And let's go back to our home, and we can see our one project there. The little sun there means everything's happy and building normally for us.